For decades, Team USA ruled basketball. They dominated the Olympics, crushed international competition, and made it look easy. But in 2025, something's changed. Yes, the US still won gold, but it wasn't smooth sailing. Serbia nearly pulled off a shocking upset in the semi-finals of the Paris Olympic Games, and in the gold medal game, France went toe-to-toe with them and pushed them all the way. So, what happened? Well, according to Larry Bird, the answer is simple. The rest of the world got better because of what Team USA did in 1992. The Dream Team didn't just change basketball, it revolutionized it. And now, 30 years later, the very players who grew up idolizing that team are giving Team USA the toughest battles they've ever faced. In fact, if we're being honest, 3 of the 4 best players in the world aren't even American. Nikola Jokic, an NBA champion, 3-time MVP, and arguably the smartest big man ever. Giannis Antetokounmpo, a physical freak of nature who dominates both ends of the floor. And Luka Doncic, a European James Harden with elite passing, scoring, and clutch ability. The question now is simple. Is Team USA still the undisputed best? Or are we on the verge of a new global basketball era? Well, the story starts in 1992. For years, the Olympics only allowed amateur players to compete in men's basketball. This meant that Team USA, despite being the basketball powerhouse, sent college players while the rest of the world sent grown men. And for a while, it actually worked. The US still won gold almost every time, but things started getting shaky, especially after the 1988 Olympics, where the Soviet Union beat Team USA in the semi-finals. The response? USA Basketball said enough is enough.
You can't get too close to Michael, it's a foul.
Game on the line, who would take the last shot?
Me. That's a dumb question, me.
The guy on the bench is taking pictures, and I said, wow, we are having an effect over here.
They brought in NBA players for the first time ever, forming the most dominant basketball team in history. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Scottie Pippen, and a whole lot more Hall of Famers assembled. And the result? Pure destruction. The Dream Team beat opponents by an average of 43.8 points per game. They didn't just win games, they humiliated teams. Countries weren't playing to win, they were playing to not get embarrassed. But here's the thing, instead of killing global basketball, the Dream Team inspired it. Young kids in Europe, South America, and beyond watched in awe. They wanted to play like Jordan, they studied Magic's passing, they mimicked Bird's shooting. And now, 30 years later, those kids have grown up to become some of the best players in the world. Fast forward to today, and the NBA is no longer just an American league. Some of the most skilled, dominant, and unstoppable players are from outside the US. To drive this point home, let's look at the last 6 MVP winners. 2019 and 2020 went to Giannis from Greece, 21 and 22 went to Nikola Jokic from Serbia, 23 went to Joel Embiid, who was born in Cameroon, and then 24 was Jokic again. Not a single American player has won the MVP award since 2018. And it's not just the individual awards, the best players are now led by international stars. The Nuggets have Jokic, the Bucks have Giannis, the Lakers have Luka, and that list goes on and on and on. This shift is happening for a reason. These international players were raised differently. They developed their fundamentals early. They grew up in pro-style systems, and by the time they reached the NBA, they were already elite. Now let's talk about what happened in Paris because it's noteworthy as well. The US had another stacked roster. LeBron James, 39 years old but still elite. Steph Curry, it was his first Olympic appearance. Kevin Durant was going for his 4th gold medal. And someone like Anthony Edwards was the young star expected to take over. On paper, they should have cruised to gold. Instead, they barely survived against Serbia, going down by 17 points in the semi-finals. And in the gold medal game, France, led by a 21-year-old Victor Wembanyama, gave them everything they could handle. Let's not forget, this isn't the first time Team USA has looked vulnerable on the world stage. The 2004 Olympics, they lost to Puerto Rico, Lithuania and Argentina and finished with bronze. In the 2019 FIBA World Cup, they finished 7th, the worst result in history. And in the 2023 FIBA World Cup, no LeBron, no KD, and they finished 4th. This is no longer 1992. Countries aren't scared of Team USA anymore. And it's not just one country catching up, it's multiple. France, Serbia, Canada, Australia, even Germany just won the 2023 FIBA World Cup not long ago. So the real question is, what happens in 2028? Let's fast forward 4 years. LeBron, well, he'll be gone. Steph gone. Durant probably gone as well. The next generation will have to carry Team USA. But are they ready? Anthony Edwards, he's explosive, sure, he's a great athlete, but can he be that guy on the world stage? Jason Tatum, he's talented, but he's been inconsistent with Team USA. Zion Williamson, potentially if he can stay healthy. Chet Holmgren is another name we might see, but we have to wait and see how he develops after his injuries, and a whole host of other players who still have question marks. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is only getting better. Jokic will still be dominant, Giannis will still be a problem, Wembanyama will be in his prime, and Luka will be even better than he is now. For the first time in decades, the US might not be the favourites heading into the next Olympics, even with a full roster. But what do you guys think? Has Team USA officially lost its grip on international basketball? Can they stay on top in 2028, or will the world finally take them down? And most importantly, do you think Bird was right that this all started back in 1992? Let's get the debate going in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the game we love. My name is Damian Peters, this is Basketball Network. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.